Day St. Martin, I'm Yesenia Lazaro.
And I'm Alston Lawrence.
And welcome to another edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Brought to you by TV15.
We bring you the latest and most important stories around the islands and beyond.
What a Wednesday morning. Let's check out these top headlines.
Police are investigating a deadly traffic accident that happened Monday evening on the Causeway Bridge. Around 5 p.m., a man riding a gray scooter reportedly lost control and hit the center concrete divider. The impact threw him into the opposite lane, where he collided with an oncoming vehicle heading from the airport side. Emergency crews rushed to the scene, and the rider was taken to the Sint Maarten Medical Center in critical condition. Authorities later confirmed that he died from his injuries. KPSM's traffic department is working to determine the exact cause of the crash. In a statement, police extended condolences to the victim's family and friends. They also reminded all motorists, especially scooter and motorcycle riders, to wear protective gear, follow road rules, and remain alert to avoid similar tragedies.
Prime Minister outlines digital future for Sint Maarten. Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Mercelina says St. Martin's recovery and growth depend on a bold digital transformation of government services. Speaking about the National Recovery and Resilience Plan, he recalled how Hurricanes Irma and Maria and later the COVID-19 pandemic exposed weaknesses in service delivery, from outdated systems to limited online access for citizens and businesses. Despite some progress, the Prime Minister noted that laws, policies, and technology remain fragmented, forcing people to submit the same documents repeatedly and slowing basic services like permits or licenses. Mercelina stressed that a modern, secure digital platform will save time, improve transparency, and strengthen systems during disasters. He also linked digital progress to business innovation, investment, and job creation. Since adopting its first digital strategy in 2022, government has launched projects to improve cybersecurity, introduce digital IDs, upgrade networks, and digitize public records. 2 new reference stations are already helping cadastre produce accurate maps for urban planning and land management, while over 150 civil servants have completed cybersecurity training. Mercelina said next year will bring digital literacy programs for both citizens and public workers, a step toward making services faster, more resilient, and accessible to everyone.
The St. Maarten Meteorological Department has reached a major milestone, becoming the first aviation meteorological service in the Eastern Caribbean to receive the ISO 9001-2015 certification. The achievement follows years of work to meet international standards, including documenting procedures, staff training, calibrating instruments, and conducting internal audits. The process was coordinated by expert consultant Yvette Ramos from France, and certification was officially granted by Canada's Certec Registration Incorporated in October 2024. The ISO 9001-2015 designation recognizes the department's commitment to quality, accuracy, and excellence in providing critical weather information for aviation safety. Minister of TEA, the Honorable Grisha Martin, praised the team, saying the recognition highlights St. Martin's leadership in reliable meteorological services. The department emphasizes that maintaining the certification requires ongoing compliance, continuous improvement, and collaboration among staff and stakeholders, ensuring aviation services remain safe, accurate, and world-class. From powering St. Martin's past to securing its future, how GEBE is turning 65 with resilience and new solutions. This story coming right up in our featured story.
A new day begins. The sun rises over St. Maarten, bringing new energy, new possibilities. This island was built on resilience, progress, and the strength of its people. Our connection is what moves us forward. It links our communities, our businesses, our families. From the heart of the island to the shores beyond, we've connected St. Maarten. From every street to every home, this network was built for St. Maarten by St. Maarten hands. Connection isn't just about signals, it's about people. This is your island and your network recharged. Proudly local, we're here for today, tomorrow, and every milestone ahead.
With a Sunshine Report straight out of Sunshine City, St. Maarten, bringing you all the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into today's forecast and see how the skies are treating us. Don't forget to follow NewsDesk on Facebook for your daily Sunshine Report. So as you enjoy the rest of your day, stay safe, stay friendly. Sunshine City.
It's hurricane season. Are you prepared? Here are a few tips to remember to help keep you and your family safe. If you're not in an area that is advised to evacuate and you decide to stay in your home, plan for adequate supplies in case you lose power and water for several days and you're not able to leave due to flooding or blocked roads. This hurricane season, make a family emergency communication plan. This public service announcement was brought to you by the government of Sint Maarten. The Ministry of VROMI, Department of Infrastructure Management, together with the Police Department KPSM, is making changes to traffic on a section of Canagita Street and Manzanella Steak, Phillipsburg. The Canagita Street from the intersection with Percy LaBega Street to Manzanella Steak will now be a one-way street. Inbound traffic can enter Canagita Street from Percy LaBega Street and drive straight ahead or turn left into Manzanella Steak. Outbound traffic leaving town on Canagita Street must make a right turn onto Manzanella Steak. Entry further into the Canagita Street will no longer be permitted. Outbound traffic exiting Manzanella Steak onto Walton Nisbet Road can either make a right or left-hand turn. The Ministry of VROMI, Department of Infrastructure Management, and the Police Department would like to thank the public for their attention to this change. Please follow the new traffic rules and signage and drive safely.
TelEm faces financial struggles amid recovery plans. TelEm is facing serious financial challenges despite media reports suggesting the company is stabilizing. The St. Maarten Communications Union, SMCU, says the reality is far different, with the company having sent employees home twice while grappling with debts and unfinished projects. Financial difficulties began under previous management during the Fiber to the Home project, which excluded local technicians from key roles. TelEm was ordered to pay over $3.7 million to NER following an arbitral ruling after terminating a contract prematurely. Subsequent attempts to continue the fiber rollout with KNC networks and internal staff have been hampered by debt, unpaid concession fees, and delayed projects. Despite these setbacks, TelEm management is pursuing a multi-pronged recovery plan. This includes selling assets such as headquarters and former cable TV buildings to restructure the balance sheet, investing operational cash into network upgrades rather than taking new loans, and modernizing services with faster fiber and 5G technology. The company says its recent fiber rollout exceeds Starlink's upload speeds without raising prices, and its new mobile core will support island-wide 5G coverage by early 2026. Management emphasizes that these efforts are part of a long-term strategy focused on local resilience, job protection, and affordable service for residents. The union, however, raises concerns about the continued financial strain, unpaid debts, and the hiring of foreign workers while local technicians were sent home. It urges the government to fully support TelEm, protect local jobs, and ensure the company's long-term sustainability. TelEm's path forward hinges on completing its fiber network, rolling out 5G, and restoring financial stability. But questions remain about whether the plans will be implemented on time and how quickly the company can recover from years of mismanagement. The union stresses that local expertise is key to reviving TelEm, urging confidence in Sint Maarten professionals to secure the company's future.
16 recruits have successfully graduated from the Dutch Caribbean Coast Guard training program. The graduates received their diplomas on Friday, September 12th, following a year of intensive preparation. The ceremony, held at the Naval Base Pereira in Curaçao, saw certificates presented by Director Walter Hansen of the Coast Guard and Mrs. Alpha Falbru from the Law Enforcement and Security Training Institute. The recruits began their journey in August 2024, starting with a rigorous 4-week Simon Sterk program, followed by courses in maritime law, seamanship, firearms, and boarding procedures. These new Coast Guard members are now fully qualified to serve across Sint Maarten, Aruba, and Curaçao, ready to protect and secure the region's waters and communities. Speakers at the ceremony praised their dedication, perseverance, and readiness to uphold maritime safety and law enforcement standards.
First Agri-Business Academy graduates in Sint Maarten. Sint Maarten is celebrating its first ever cohort of Agri-Business Academy graduates. The 12-week program, run by TEAT in partnership with Credits and TWO, provided participants with training in business development for agriculture and fisheries, covering modern farming methods, circular economy models, and sustainable practices. The program concluded with a credit-style business pitch, giving each graduate 3 minutes to present innovative ideas, from farm-to-table models to collaborative fisheries initiatives. Graduates are now eligible to apply for financing through the Credits Loan Portal, offering loans just at 2% interest to help bring their concepts to life. Minister of TEAT, the Honorable Grisha Heilige-Martin, praised the graduates and the program's partners, calling it a milestone in building a resilient and sustainable future for Sint Maarten. The Agri-Business Academy is part of the broader E6 country package aimed at strengthening entrepreneurship, food security, and local economic growth, with plans already underway for future cohorts of agri-entrepreneurs. 65 years of powering homes, schools, and businesses. Up next, how GEBE is celebrating its milestone and preparing for a brighter tomorrow.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience. Community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience. Hey, for every love, every adventure. #1 provider, they got ya. With Tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we
Always on for every moment when you want more.
Tell them we
Always on.
stay connected when you want the road.
Control my data, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know TelEm is there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. TelEm, sign me up for life. TelEm, we always on.
For every moment when you want more. Come tell them we
Always on. Stay connected when you want to go.
Come tell them we
Always on.
For every moment when you want more. Tell them we
Always on. Stay connected when you on the road.
What is it?
Guess what? I got an idea. It's amazing. You see how we have the link sharing all everywhere?
QR link,
The
yeah.
QR link?
Yeah.
Raw Caribbean Channel app. Well, yeah. You're welcome. Put it in the back.
But it's not an app though. It's not an app. App you have to like download something to get it on your phone, take up space. It's not an app.
It's like an app. Therefore, it can be an app. So, it's an app. Raw Caribbean TV app. Say it with me, Al. Come on.
It's not an app though. All you gotta do with that, it's a link. You take the link, you hit the bookmark, you say add to home screen, and so it shows up like an app icon, but it's not an app though.
Are you a real person? It is an app because you get to watch all the programs from Raw Caribbean at one place. It is an app.
I don't know how to explain this to you, but factually and technically, it's not an app. Kind of like we do the news, facts,
Yeah.
and you do that thing you do.
Whoa.
Point being, you just go to the QR, you hit bookmarks, and you hit add to home screen, and then you can have the link to, let's give it another name.
The app.
You want to call it the app?
Raw Caribbean TV app?
Jess.
Yes.
Jess, please, give some sense, Jess. Jess.
It's kind of like an app.
That's why she gets the big bucks.
It's not an app, though. It's not a f***ing app. What the f***? It's not a f***ing app.
You kiss your mother with her mouth? My God. Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Yes.
It's not an app, though.
Welcome back. St. Maarten's sole utility provider, NV GEBE, is celebrating 65 years of service. For more than 6 decades, it has powered our homes, our schools, and our businesses, standing at the heart of the island's progress. Today, we look at the proud history of GEBE, the challenges it has faced, and the hopeful steps being taken to ensure a brighter future for all. Here's Alston with our featured story.
When NV GEBE was founded in 1959, electricity and water service on Sint Maarten were limited. Over time, GEBE grew into a lifeline for the island, expanding its networks and becoming essential to daily life. Its crews have restored power after devastating hurricanes, most notably Hurricane Irma, when staff worked around the clock to reconnect communities. This dedication has defined GEBE's 65-year journey, a story of resilience, pride, and service. Generations of employees and leaders have carried the responsibility of keeping the lights on and the water running, making GEBE not just a company, but a cornerstone of St. Maarten's development. As the island celebrates this anniversary, GEBE and its partners are also looking ahead. Recent years have brought challenges from blackouts to public frustration. But solutions are already in motion. Last year, Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Mercelina laid out a clear plan. The arrival of 10 megawatt rental generators, followed by lease-to-own 20 megawatt units. These investments aim to stabilize the grid and ease the strain on households and businesses. Meanwhile, government and GEBE have partnered to provide relief programs for families most affected by high bills. Vulnerable households will begin receiving targeted assistance this month, with a broader subsidy program set to roll out in December. These steps show how a shared commitment to not only solve today's challenges, but to build a stronger, more reliable utility for tomorrow. Inside GEBE, the vision is just as ambitious. The company continues to modernize its water systems, invest in infrastructure, and expand renewable energy initiatives to move toward a more sustainable future. Employees are engaging schools, educating the next generation, and carrying forward the promise of service with integrity. So while questions remain, the anniversary is not about crisis, it's about confidence. Confidence in the men and women of GEBE who work tirelessly behind the scenes. Confidence in new leadership and solutions being rolled out. And confidence that, after 65 years, the company remains determined to live up to its motto, the power to serve.
NV GEBE's 65th anniversary is more than just a milestone. It's a celebration of service, a reminder of resilience, and a promise of progress. For all its challenges, the company continues to stand at the heart of the island's future, with the same dedication that has carried it through the last 6 decades. Here's to GEBE's journey so far and the brighter years still ahead. That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Maarten News Desk.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every weekday morning at 8 a.m. on TV 50 and then across all social media platforms. I'm Austin Lawrence.
And I'm Yesenia Lassiter, wishing you an amazing evening. See you tomorrow.
You could do it today.
And stay friendly, St. Maarten.